Being the regional CEO of Howden Group, which is actually a UK-based MNC, and also being the director on the managing committee of Bombay Chamber, how do you feel, what kind of relationship will actually help between the academic institutions and the industries to create a global workforce?
Thank you first of all for eliciting my comments. First of all, I'd like to congratulate Bombay Chambers and in particular your team for organizing a very engaging day's seminar or a workshop on education and employment opportunities in the UK and India. To answer your question, I think the relationship between industry and academia or academic institutes, whether it's MBA schools, whether it's universities, I think this relationship ought to be very symbiotic. At the end of the day, when it comes to recruiting talent, industry relies on business schools, industry relies on universities, industry relies on technical institutes. Speaking for my industry, which is the insurance industry, we are in a very, very simple business of manufacturing and insurance product and then selling those insurance product. Okay. And selling an insurance product is supposedly a simple job, but at the end of the day you are selling a promise. You are selling a promise to your client that, look, you pay me a certain amount called premium, and should you suffer any losses or financial damages as a result of any unforeseen or unfortunate event, we'll make good that loss. So essentially what we need is a whole lot of people who have the ability to sell. We don't therefore by and large need rocket scientists for most of the positions that we fulfill. We are looking for people with a common sense. But having said that, when we go to universities and academic institutes, we find people well versed with a lot of theoretical knowledge. So what are we really looking at to be able to make our talent, make our people more productive? We are looking at technical professional knowledge. We are looking at certain soft skills such as communication skills, presentation skills, and then we are looking for a certain spark. If you want to be a good salesperson, we are looking at a certain bit of that self-initiative, driven drive, call it X factor, call it whatever. And what we typically find is that we have to, if we are recruiting fresh talent, okay, I'm not talking of experienced people, but especially if I were to focus on fresh talent, we recruit from tier 2 management schools. Typically, we find that we have to, people might come with some professional and technical knowledge, but we typically end up training and equipping them with a lot of soft skills before we allow them to go to a client on their own, and this typically takes anything between 6 months to a year, depending on the ability of a person. And I think universities, business schools can really help us reduce this period such that this workforce that we hire at the fresher level is able to become more productive. But equally, I think as was also borne out in the workshop today, the industry too has a duty to enable and empower the universities do this by engaging with the universities, by engaging with the universities early enough in the process. When if you take an MBA program, by engaging with the universities in year 1 or year 2 or early on in year 2, such that the students can be tailored to your requirements.
Thanks for your input, sir.
Thank you very much.